wanted to do a little teaching today. I wanted to do a little bit longer video, but I think there's some good information here. Right now, we've been out just sweating it up, doing a lot of detoxing in the garden. A little farm update for you. This ground at the new farm seems to be good. The crops that we have going, that we did get in, seem to be flourishing, producing well. The weeds are in full, as you can see. We're fighting and battling weeds, but it's midsummer, and that's what it's all about. So we're out here weeding and mulching and doing these kind of things. But the main thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is cultural and historical norms of farming and eating. What does that mean for you? Well, one of the things that means is looking back to how we've always farmed and how we've always eaten for health. And I think to show that point, I want to go over to where the cows are grazing and take a look at that pasture. And we'll talk about what cultural and historical norms in farming and eating mean. So let's go check it out. So we're over here in the cow's pasture right now that we are redoing. A normative or culturally normative, historically normative pattern of that was to bring livestock, whether that be cattle, goats, sheep, pigs, whatever you had, and let them redo your pasture. Now today, most people will bring heavy equipment, tractors, plows. We're going to rip all this up, and then we're going to throw down a bunch of seed, then we're going to fertilize it, then we're going to put fungicide on it so that it'll come up and do well. We're not doing that. The historical pattern is let your animals do the work. And I want to show you, I don't know if you can see this, there's a nice fresh cow patty right here. This is doing the work. This is part of the deal. So I'm letting the cows overgraze this, which is not something we always do, but this needs work. So I'm letting them eat it down real hard and put their manure on them, keeping them packed in close so they're stomping it down. All of that is going to actually bring microbes to life, and this pasture will just continue to get better, thicker, lusher, and produce better and more milk, better and more meat, etc., etc. With that being said, I want to encourage everybody that, you know, there's always a new diet, there's always a new product coming out. And I'm not saying that they're all bad, but we've got to look back to historical and cultural normal eating patterns. Fermentation. That's not new. That's not a fad. I'm hoping that people don't just come and try that and then move on to something else. Should be a long-term pattern. Raw foods, raw milks, all the raw things that we do, that's normal. That's always been normal. And what that does is bring vibrant health to you. And that's what we've got to get back to. That needs to be the pattern. It's not jumping from the next cool diet, the next fad diet. There are times and places to do things like that. But I want to encourage everyone, because we're experiencing it in our own family, and many of you are experiencing the power of getting back to eating in a way that has always been. So just like the way we farm, we're going back to cultural normative patterns of farming, and with that comes eating in that same exact way. That will bring health and nutrition back to our bodies. So you can take away the stress of worrying about what the next thing is, what the next pattern is, and you can think about, there's a cow eating Christina's leg right now, she's filming this. You can go back and think, wow, this is going to be great. I am going to stay on course. I'm going to let my body go back to what it used to eat, how it used to feel in history. It's possible. We're doing it, we're seeing it, and I want to encourage all of you to stay the course and just watch and be excited at the health that you see in you and your family. Thank you.